Capricorn wins. So welcome to All to Loves. I really appreciate your guys' booking. This is a new service for me and All to Love. And it's for those who resonate with it and those who resonate with the messaging and the mission of All to Love, ultimately sustainability, spirituality, and freedom. And this underlying intuitive knowing that this planet is undergoing a paradigm shift. So for a lot of us, we're breaking free from negative cycles of abuse, negative karma, and we're beginning to pioneer a freedom lifestyle, basically a better feeling life. Life is better feeling. So I'm just clearing and tuning in to the sign of Capricorn. For those of you that don't know, I'm Capricorn ascendant. I had a very intense, or rather in-depth astrological reading a few years ago that let me know that my Capricorn essence was very much becoming more dominant in my life. And yeah, it's very true. Pardon me, I'm fixing my sports bra. So this is for the sign of Capricorn, or those who stumble upon this video. We're looking at the most divine guidance and the most divine messages, the kind of highest messages that we can receive at this time. And it doesn't have to be time specific. This is intended for the month of August 2019 for the star sign of Capricorn. That could be really Capricorn anywhere in your chart, and or just if you resonate with the video, you know, just like that. If it doesn't resonate, just let it go, you know, it's not meant for you. Part of explaining intuitive tarot is that it doesn't look like any traditional tarot necessarily. It's guided purely by intuition, which means it's very, I would say, divine, miraculous, because if we're connecting our intuitions together, ultimately we're being guided by the higher self or the higher intelligence. Versus any kind of control, domination, or even past dogma around practices, spiritual practices, and or the occult, esoteric wisdom. Personally, I feel that intuition reigns supreme. So I'm somebody who lives purely from her intuition and always has done. And I wrote a book about it where if you don't follow your intuition, you get into shitty patterns. So yeah, it's sort of that simple. I'm gonna just grab one more card and then I'll probably look at the bottom of the deck. And then we will see what the cards are telling us. I'm recording this video on July 24th, so this could be energies from, you know, June, July, moving through to August, or again, as and when you find the video. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. So I'll start reading now as I wait for these next cards to come through. It would appear that you are very much cutting out a negative a negative cycle. You're laying down a burden. That's the ten of wands in reverse. To me means you're no longer carrying burden of the 10 of wands. You're laying it to rest. With the Queen of Swords, you're almost ruthlessly just cutting it out. And then there's the Four of Swords. So you're having a restoration, a phase of restoration, and it's next to the Five of Wands, which makes me feel like you're still in your mental space in conflict, and you're having to use the wisdom and the groundedness of the High Priestess and possibly seeking counsel to truly release it. Yeah, so I feel the Four of Swords here is representative of your healing. And the cards around it are showing us what you're healing from. A lot of burden, having to be strong and cut shit out, and then, hi Melissa, and then rising out of conflict. You know, you're resting, and this conflict card feels very much to me what is still in your field as like residue. So you're here it is. Yeah, so you're having to juggle. You're having to do a bit of a balancing act. Um, this feels like the central theme to me, and it is very much like the rest after a battle, putting down your swords and even hanging up your hanging up the the lessons we learn from battle. You're hanging those up as like, look at this, and look at all that I've learned, and look at all that I've been through, and I've still got this sword that I'm laying with. So we've still got ideas, we've still got like a feeling of maybe hope, or a feeling of there's still more for us. But right now we're taking a rest. And we need it. The cards around it make me feel like you need it. This queen needs some rest. Okay? I'm still awake on my view days. One half. What do you mean, Chica? Melissa? Um, Thanks. I appreciate the humor piece. You know, it's not forced in any way. Okay, so yeah, you're coming into this high priestess energy, which is a much more balanced and empowered, I would say, state of being than this slightly like edgy and having to cut shit out queen energy, which clearly you're resting from. I'm feeling like that Queen of Swords energy is not naturally where you sit. It's who you've had to become to protect yourself. And now you're resting. You're having restoration after this intensity, after this struggle, after this battling with people. And you're finally going, enough. I'm laying this to rest. I'm choosing to come into my priestess state, to come into my divinity, and I'm seeking counsel to embody the star. It's advising strength here as well. And I need clarity on, that's the bottom of the deck for that one. And there's an Empress in reverse next to a Six of Cups. So I feel like, there's really some beautiful energy around you as you begin to embody. So the High Priestess and the Three of Pentacles to me is very much about you taking a different path, taking a different journey. Again, seeking counsel. That might mean actually like having life coaching sessions, or going to see a psychiatrist, or maybe going to see a priest, or having one of these, having a tarot reading, right? So, love of self. Okay. Having a tarot reading, right? And becoming the star card, which then you're saying love of self. This is like, don't we all just want that? Like, just to be in nature with a beautiful clear sky, the stars. We're looking up at the stars, and we're playing in that beautiful clean water, and we're free. We're free. It's like that expression of being stardust for sure. And okay, so something's coming up, and thank you for your input there, Melissa, because the Empress, right, is in command of her reality. She's owning the totality of her beingness. And you have all these sort of beautiful cards around it, and yet there's a line being created between the Five of Wands as a conflict card, and then we have the Empress in reverse with the Page of Cups. And I feel like there might be like this little part of you that's holding on to something from the past, of a younger energy offering maybe a cup of love, and it's not it, like it's not the thing, it's not the one. And yet and yet if you're focusing on that, this younger page energy, and or maybe fantasizing about some cup of love coming from some younger energy, it could be somebody from the past. So we have that 6 card there. coming round again. But the cards are sort of saying this doesn't serve you. You know, this conflict, this younger energy, and or you imagining about this, like this sort of energy is not empowering for you. Rather, what is empowering for you is to find your inner strength and become the magician, to really own your personal creatorship when it comes to manifestation, to not rely on some kind of external force, person, place, or a thing for you to embody this energy. You've got the High Priestess here, right? And there's this other line that's tracing down saying, you know, High Priestess, seeking counsel, become the star, get into that inner strength piece, know that there is benevolence and grace all around you, and embody your creatorship, embody your ability to be the magician, and then you become the empress, right? You become the full self-loved, self-nurtured being that can then share all of her glory and all of her bounty with her community. And then, because this empress has to give and take, right? This empress has to give and take. And it feels like when you're focusing on getting love or attracting in some I don't know, this energy is annoying me randomly. I'm like, ugh, just leave her alone. That's creating conflict. You thinking you need some external love cup or whatever, but you are the love cup. You're the love cup you seek, you guys. This card also could be the person coming into your life, right? Okay, because we have two diagonal lines. This is her upside down in conflict, and then this is her right side up, embodying her High Priestess energy. So I feel like perhaps the Page of Cups and this Magician are two different people that are either around you or possibly coming in. Cool, Melissa. That's the resonation across the nation. New words from new friends across the pond. Yeah. So this to me is coming up because you're really being asked to just let it die. Let the past die now. I want to put that up there by the Balance card, because I'm feeling like you really are coming out of rockier waters, but it's a little like, or like, you know, when you've been on a boat or been on like rollerblades or been on anything that is different than just your plain feet. And so you come off a boat and you have like sea legs or whatever. You're on stable ground, but you're still a bit like, right? And so I feel that Death card is like, this cycle is coming to an end, but you're still a little like a bit wobbly around it. And then we have the Hermit card as well. The Hermit card, I could say feels aligned with the Four of Swords, and for some reason I'm getting that it's something related to laying down the burden. It's kind of it's par for the course, isn't it? Any of us know this. When we're transforming, when we're shifting from one cycle to another, there's usually this phase of isolation, of going within, of again, oh yeah, and then it lays right down on top of the Three of Pentacles. So Zeus, me too. Definitely me too. Hence more sharing, more giving, more loving, to receive more, so that we can come out of these hermit modes, heal completely, and actually have community and friends. And this is happening more and more for us. I think the intensity of these transformational cycles has just been a little bit more than what our human mind could have ever predicted, and hence why we're linking arms and starting to find new people and new resonant connections that are helping pull us out of these karmic cycles. Damn, because it's been so intense. Okay, so yay. Okay, so this is great. So there is victory ahead for us. There is victory underpinning this reading and this messaging here. Remember, you're somebody who needs a magician or wants to embody that magician quality. You've definitely moved on from a page energy. That page energy is conflict. That page energy is a disempowered empress. It's just not you. It's almost like a flick. You just gotta flick it off, you know? Yeah, you want somebody manifesting. You want somebody who is manifesting their own life, not some page being like, I've got some juicy love hot for you, and you're like, you're like, oh no, I remember that energy. It always leads to conflict. You know, so the Empress now is in the upright, in alignment with the Magician, in alignment with the High Priestess. There's another 4. So part of what you're laying to rest is the rebel energy for sure. That's this, again, the burden, the weight of the world on our shoulders. You know, like being the queen, having to be strong and protect ourselves. And like, that reminds me as well of like the fierce, independent woman. I don't need a man. But like, it's like, but we do. We all need each other. We all want loving relationships. And we fucking deserve it. Holy, I didn't even see that one come out. I don't know where that came from. But here we have the receptivity card, and it's boom, right there. You deserve to receive a magician. You deserve to be a magician. You've got the inner strength. And I always think these 2 cards, because they both have this infinity symbol. And this, again, weirdly, this feels like a potential partnership. You know, you are this fucking queen of the jungle with her infinity symbol, infinite power, infinite strength, which in fairness is the divine feminine. The divine feminine, as much as we think feminine, to me the divine feminine is fierce, you know, powerful, frightening as hell. But from a place of like majesty, right? Witches and wizards. Think of it in that regard, right? And that there is the benevolence of your community. Your community comes out of the embodiment of these cards, you know? Your Empress, this pure love, as you soften, so laying down the burden, laying down the sword, laying down the fight. I can feel it, like I can, as you lay it down, as you rest, as you just settle into your divinity, your Empress, your knowingness, your truth, then you begin to shine. You begin to shine your star quality, and then you are open to receive it. And ooh, I wonder what you're going to receive. Bum, 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 victory! Victory is yours! So straight up. So this reading, there's only 1 pentacle. And there's a lot of major arcana. So you're finding balance again. And to me, really, money stuff, when there's a reading like this, money stuff will just come along. You know, it's not, you're healing from within. You're balancing your energies, which again is good for finances anyway. And then you're doing all this inner work to be open to receive a victory. And let's be honest, if there's a receptivity to victory, then that's abundance. That's love, that's support, that's adulation, right? Adoration, which is abundance. Oh, and there is a 3 of Pentacles as well, which means 2 and 3 going up. Makes perfect sense. We're moving up the scales. We're moving up that vibrational ladder. Yeah. I think that's it. Does anybody want me to pull one more card for you? I feel like that's a substantial kind of reading for you. A 3rd card reading, please. A 3 card. Let me do that quick for you. I'm going to pull from the Osho Zen Tarot. And I'm going to kind of put down these over here. So Zeus has asked for 3 card. Oh, jumped right out. Clinging to the past. And that makes sense because what did we have here? This is the past energy. The past energy is conflict. The past energy is, I'm hearing, manipulation, control, bullshit. It's bullshit, all right? So clinging to the past, this is relevant to us, okay? This is in the here now. We're clinging to the past, that 5 energy. However, think of it this way. 5 and 5 is 10, which means that even in the here now present, us addressing this right now is bringing it to the light of our awareness so that we can let it go. you know, so that we can be here instead of in the past. Now what? This is like a pure reset card, yo. Pure reset card. So we're letting go. Oh. I'm gonna, that 2 came out and you asked for 3, so I'm just gonna shuffle again and just do 3. Because those 2 cards that came out did not resonate with anything. So let's get the final card for the final messages for Capricorn, whom I love. Because I got Capricorn energies as well. Sometimes, do you ever get that where you want to break from your own life? And you wish you were like different types of person? Plus, in fairness, this transit for a lot of Capricorn and cardinal signs has been absolutely bonkers. It's just like, God, could you give me some sense of direction or stability? No, you're just gonna have to power through. It's like, okay. Oh, and look at this, my friends. Look at this. We have trust. Just trust. I know it's super annoying advice, isn't it? Trust. I know you have no idea what's happening, but just trust. Like, fuck you, reader. But that's all it's saying. You've got to stop clinging to the past. Hang out in the void, my friends. Get used to it. I laugh at my own advice because I know what it would be like to hear it, and I'd just be like, that doesn't help me at all. But I think it does, actually. It does help me. I think 2 days ago, I did a reading for myself around a situation, and it totally made me feel better. So, and like, again, who cares about the outcome? Like, it's all about the here now presence. I just looked up and saw 2222. So it's like, guess what? If it makes you feel better, feel free, you know? Is that my reading? Sure, Zeus, it is. So, my friend, let go of the past, stop clinging to the past, hang out in the void, and within this voidal awareness, just trust yourself. Trust that it's safe for you to take flight, because it is. And I'm almost feeling a bit emotional looking at this card and these pink and blue colors, like this color of balance, of unity with the divine feminine and divine masculine. One of you guys was commenting something about the divine, that we want to be almost worshiping this divine feminine energy. Yeah, because she's been so long denied on this planet. Within us all, this love, this nurture, this compassion. We want to worship that part of ourselves that knows how to heal, that knows how to love, that knows how to self-nurture. In that space, then we trust. And in that space, then we embody the action of the divine masculine within us, right? Hey, Will. Thanks. That was nice. Thanks for asking for 3 more cards. I really enjoyed that. You guys have a frickin' awesome day. In the dark, it is safe, and we can trust again. Oh, I feel like happily emotional right now. So you guys, have a beautiful day. I love you so much. I'm gonna go teach some yoga in town, and then I'm gonna come back and do a few more readings today. So I'll crack on from Capricorn and I'll move forward. So what comes after Capricorn? Is it Aquarius? I think it's Aquarius. Anyway, I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to shoot off to class and then I'll be back later. I love you guys. Cosmic Quantum Awakening. Namaste. Teach me yoga. I shall. You can learn yoga. I have online yoga clients if you want to have some sessions. I randomly run like a 1-month intensive online, which is like daily practice with me online. And my rates are negotiable because I know what it's like to be fucking broke. So don't ever be, I guess, intimidated by the prices. I put the prices there because some people can afford them and it makes my life easier. So there you go. I love you guys and I'll speak to you really soon. Peace out.